Here we go. This is going to be the mechanics of and the benefits of jump training, but it's also going to morph into our strength work because that's my focus right now. I am on the process of getting my own strength up after having that major surgery in the fall, and it was quite a long recovery. And I'm still doing that. So here we go. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. And as I turn around and I start into this, that's the first thing that I want to cover with you guys. The way you move starts with how you function. If I turned around and stayed in my tendency of this, that's what my form is going to be. So when I turn around, instead of doing this, I want to set my posture. So I bring myself up, drop my shoulders, raise my rib cage, and here's the most important thing in correcting the tendency that if you are over a certain age, I'm sorry, you're all of us are going to have the tendency to do this. That's not the way you want to function. So if you don't want to have your form affected, you have to function differently. Does this make sense? So I'm telling myself as I turn around to go start the class, instead of doing this, see, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to wait. In order to bring my knee up, I have to correct my posture. I have to correct the way I'm functioning for my form to change. So I hope this is making sense. This is going to be a tutorial on your form follows your function. How are you functioning? When you go to take a step, set your posture, bring that knee up. You don't have to bring them all up and look funny walking like this. You don't have to do that. But the first one or two steps, you have to think, stop, breath through my nose, drop my shoulders, rib cage up, bring my knee up. Bring my knee up and then start walking. If you will do that, you will avoid the pitfall. And when it's a pitfall, it is a pitfall because once you start functioning like this, that's how your form is going to set. You can change it. Okay? Many of us can change it. Now, if you have significant issues like scoliosis, for instance, but osteoporosis, any of these kind of things, which is a bone breakdown, yeah, you've got extra challenges. However, if you will use an assistive device and lift your rib cage, then bring that knee up. And that's going to be our first moves. I can either use this if you have a significant balance challenge. One of the first things I do with that I've done in the past with a lot of clients that are much more senior, is I would actually put them up against a wall, up against a chair. You can do it with this. And do you see what I'm doing? Yeah. I'm basically doing one-legged stances. Do you realize that if you would just do a series of one-legged stances, you can do them fast, slow, you can do them assisted, you can make it more challenging, you can have your weight vest on and do it. Perfect. You can hold a weight and do it, but do it. Do you see how I'm doing pretty rhythmic one-legged challenge? Meaning I'm not holding it too long. I'm doing it unassisted. You may need to have it assisted. That's fine. You get to choose. But one of the things I'm striving to do when I do a one-legged stance is I'm trying to get my hip hinge at a 90 degree. Okay? See that? Then I'm going to take my foot out here and I'm going to come up. That will be a little more challenging. You don't have to come up all the way, but you see, I've done one of the principles of effective exercise is you start putting a little variety in there, okay? And it loads you differently. So there's your resistance, your variety, the challenge, okay? That is what helps make effective exercise. So let's recap. So I came here. I'm doing multiples of these. This is a warm-up, okay? I'm dropping my shoulders every time I lift my knee. I'm dropping my shoulders because that makes me inadvertently lift my rib cage, which affects my back. So anybody with back issues, just this move and then turning starts to strengthen your back extensors if you will change the way you're functioning. Don't do it like this. You have to stand up. Squeeze the gluteal and go through this one-legged challenge and be ready because you are going to over or under balance. And what is that going to do? That's going to make you feel like you're going to fall. So have this ready. Have a wall next to you. Have a chair next to you as you are doing these one-legged challenges. Then make it a little harder, okay? So there we have the variety, the challenge. Then we add the resistance. How do we add the resistance? And the challenge, we put a weight vest on, or we pick up a weight, which is what we're going to do here in just a minute with this very same function or the very same moves that I introduced with no weights. See how I'm bringing this up? I'm lifting my rib cage. I'm going right back, turning this way, bringing it up, turning this way, bringing it up, turning it this way, bringing it up. And I can actually move the hip that's replaced better than the hip that is not replaced. Why? Because I have arthritis in my hip here, which is limiting, which I feel it. It's talking to me. Okay? This one is, I have to be careful as anybody with a hip replaced, especially, or a knee replaced, there's certain moves that are contraindicated, meaning don't do them. I hope Chrissy's laughing. So this one is perfectly fine. I don't go back too much. But this move alone, if you just did 20 of forward, see, forward, and I can do 5 at a time. I can do 10 at a time. I don't have to do all 20. And here's the most important thing you got to hear. You don't have to do them fast. Oh my goodness. That's what drops a lot of people out of this because, number one, you get sloppy in your form, okay, in the way you're doing it. Number two, you don't do it quite as high because you're doing this. I don't want to do that. I want to go all the way up to a 90 degrees if I can, or I want to hold a weight, which we're going to do in a minute. Then I want to go out here and I want to lift and I want to hold. So that's how you start getting that resistance to increase with just your body weight. Okay, see, I'm doing a step. I'm turning, lifting, but I'm staying upright. Turning, lifting, and I start to drift. So hold your position and really hang on. That's how you start increasing the demand, your resistance. You hold in these positions. Yes, just do it with me. You know what? If you see reels on online now, and they do a few. There's very few of them that continue to do the whole thing, the whole repetition. They'll say do 10 or 20 and then they go to the other side. I'm doing this right here with you. Think about your posture. Take a breath. In through the nose, turn, lift and hold. And the rib cage comes up. Here we go. Set, turn, really drop your shoulders, rib cage comes up, and start to lift and hold. See, I'm drifting. Yeah, so hang on there. You may need to use your towel because I gotta teach my feet. I gotta teach the muscles in my feet, my ankle, my knee, my hip, my back, how to hold that. It will increase the effort, which means the intensity. Yeah, so it could be, see how I'm really working at keeping this up here and I'm holding it. So your knee needs to be soft, not locked, or you will drift. Okay, so I can do it on this side a lot better than the other side. Okay, then come down. Okay, now let's complete this and go to the back. So I'm going to go here. Maybe I use this, maybe I don't. That is totally up to you. If you have a knee issue, or an ankle issue, or whatever, maybe instead of using a towel, you want to put your hands on a wall or a chair and bring that leg up. Okay, then bend it and do a little push. And we did this the other day, so I'm repeating a lot of these moves in a little different way than I did last Wednesday. So I'm going to go out. This squeezes, really turn these gluteals on. Drop down, soft knee, don't lean in, then bend, then push out. Okay? So that progression, it's about 1, 2, 3 moves. You drop down, you don't push hard. You go straight back, squeeze the gluteal, rib cage comes up. Now you bend at the knee. Now you act like you're trying to push to the wall. Then you bring it in and you bring it down. Now, if you do this whole segment, again, I've spent a lot of time on just the hip work, right? I'm just reviewing. Now I'm on the back. So I'm going to squeeze, bend the knee, push, stay upright, and come back. But if you did this whole thing that I'm doing right now on Friday or Monday, and let's say you put a 5-pound, which is not much, weight around your ankle. Now do this whole set. So you see how I'm setting your next workout up? So I'm going to go back, rib cage up, bend the knee, then you push. And if you put a weight on your ankle, don't move quickly. So squeeze the butt, then bend the knee, drop the shoulders, breath through the nose, and push. But here's where I would be probably tweaking things for you. If I were with you in your room right now, working out with you, a lot of people will drop a hip. When they lift this one, they're dropping. Don't drop your hips. Keep them a level. And otherwise, don't do this. See? So drop your shoulders. Yes, both. Soften the knees. Take one leg back. Bend it. Keep the toe pointing down. That's one way to keep your hips level. And if you do this with a weight, I'm warning you, this will grab very quickly. It will get your attention. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Straight back. Keep the toe headed down. You're holding it back there. Then you bend it. Then you push. Then you come back down. You can do them all on one side, or you can do one, then the other, one, then the other. You get to say. But here's the deal. Don't do it fast. Make sure you're checking your function, because that's how your form is going to train. So I'm going to go back, squeeze the butt, drop my shoulders, bend that knee. So every time you straighten up your function or your form, the way that you're working at this, you have a chance to train those muscles all the way up your spine, your gluteal, your ankles, especially. Couple more. So now I'm going to go to 3 on one side. So that's going to create more intensity. So drop your shoulders, tight tummy, breath, go back, pull, and push. So I'm going to do 1, bring it back. I'm going to stay there. This is going to be 2, push, come back, tap, and 3. Squeeze the gluteal, bend, now push, and come back down. If you do all of those, and you have 5 pounds on an ankle, yeah, that will create effective progression because you're loading it. But when you load, don't lose your form. Here we go. Now on the other side, 3 times. So soften the knees, drop your shoulders, back, tighten. You're going to lift, squeeze the gluteal, big breath, keep your toe headed down, bend the knee, push, come back in, come back down, tap. Here we go. Lift, squeeze the gluteal, drop your shoulders, bend the knee, push, come back in and down. Stay right there. Here we go. Lift, squeeze the gluteal, drop your shoulders, bend at the knee, keep your toe headed down, push, and come back and come back. Okay? So I've taken you through 3. Now I'm going to do 1 more. 3 hip moves. Those are all activated, created to get your hip activated. So I'm right here. I'm going to cross behind me. That, for people that have multiple hips replaced, knees replaced, you've had foot problems, oh my goodness, this right here, and especially if you hang this in the air. See, if you put it down here, that's fine, but rib cage up, breath, and you're going to drop the back knee. The front knee will take care of itself. You're dropping the back knee down, which creates the feeling of a one-legged squat. Put your hand on a chair if you need to, but don't bend forward. Come back, bend, and at some point, if you can bring that back leg up, see, and then push yourself up, you got a one-legged press right there. Now, if I have a weight vest on right now, that turns into a very effective exercise. Now, at first, it's an effective exercise if you're able to do this with no weight. Okay, so when you're coming up, don't allow your knee to wobble. Use your toe if you need to. Breath. Here we go. So it's all on this front. It's just burning for me. Right here. Breath. Yeah. And 1 more. Breath. So we did like about 5. Bring it back. This should be really starting. Okay. So all it was a curtsy lunge. That's it. Breath. See, I went back here, and I'm just going to go down. See, I didn't do anything. This is a little curtsy lunge, okay? Now, if you said this, curtsy lunge, to kids these days, they don't know what the heck you're talking about. Rib cage up. See, I'm right here. See that? Use a chair, not hard. Use a wall, use a pole, something. You're going to go bend the back knee to get into a lungy type situation, and then you come back up. Okay, when you have multiple joints replaced and you go into this with no holding, especially if you're not touching. See, I'm touching. Okay, and it's different for me on either side because one side I've got a replaced hip. The other side I have a replaced knee. See, my toe is forward here and I'm off my toe here, but I'm put my hand here because now I'm going to get in position. Keep rib cage up. Okay, ready? I'm going to lose the toe back here. It's going to force me into here, and then I'm going to come up. It's very different feeling for me, one side versus the other side. This is my hip replacement. Okay, and I can't go down quite as far, but it's firing these muscles. Yeah, they feel different, but they're firing. Okay, so I've gotten into a position where I can do a one-legged stance and squat with it. And if I had a weight vest on, which is what I'm going, that's my goal, is to do this with my weight vest and or hold a weight. We're going to pick up a weight here in just a second. Take a breath. I think I've done enough. Kathy's counting. I know she's probably telling me you've done enough. Okay, right here and come back up. So you should be feeling this firing and then come back down. Good. Okay, now I'm going to turn my little chair and I'm going to use this in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to grab a weight because I'm going to continue with our hip gluteal back issues. Okay, because that's where your powerhouse for your strength comes from. Yes, you need good, strong arm muscles and all that. But most health practitioners are interested to see how strong are your gluteals and your legs. Okay, because that's your ticket to independence. So what am I doing? I got a 12-pound weight. I picked that up. I usually would do an 18-pound, but I don't want to get out over my skis, so to speak. And I'm still in recovery for that huge operation I had done in the fall, which involved abdominal. Okay, so here I am. Again, go back to the way you look or your form, your posture will follow how you function. So when I put a weight right here, I'll either have it right here pulling or I'll have it right here. Okay? You get to decide where you want it. If you tend to be a sloucher, round shouldered, and you're always going forward, I would bring it up here. Okay? So now stand. I'll say sit to stand. In fact, I'll move into this right here so that you can see that even if you're not as strong as you want to be, you're recovering from whatever, you got a chair. And at this first set, I'm going to keep my little pad right there. That's 2 inches. That's 2 inches lower or higher than I need to go because I'm just helping myself to get into the right function. And how does that mean? I'm going to do a sit. See how I'm sitting? To stand. Okay? And I'm squeezing my gluteals right now. So that means squeeze the quarter. Drop your shoulders. You can have this here. Then as you go down, you're going to sit. You're going to hip hinge. You're going to go into your heels. And then you're going to just barely sit. Now we're going to do this first set where we are actually going to sit. The second set, we're not going to. We're just going to tap down. So we're going to hip hinge. We're going to keep the weight right here. So by virtue of that, in this hip hinge, and I've added 12 pounds here that I'm holding, I am putting a load on my whole spine, my whole vertebrae. See this? So I'm coming down slower than I'm getting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. Squeeze the gluteal. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the heels. Keep your back very extended. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. Keep your knees from wobbling. They're going right in the same direction as your toes. Toes can be out just a little bit, but not a lot. Okay? We're primarily straight, but they can be out just a little bit. That's fine. Squeeze. Breath. 2 more. Breath. Okay, get ready. Just 1 more. Keep your chin tucked. Breathing through the nose. Squeeze. Okay, this time we're just gonna tap right here. Okay? Just gonna tap. I'm not gonna sit. It is a sit to stand move, but I'm not gonna fully sit, and I still have my pad here. So we're gonna do 6. Then we're gonna lose the pad. Are you with me? Here we go. Breath, drop your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold into the heels and come up. Squeeze. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Tap. And you come up. 1, 2. Drop your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your chin tucked. 1, 2, and up. Breath. And exhale as you're coming down. Or coming up, I'm sorry. In through the nose. Exhale. Breathe. And exhale. Yeah, so breathe in. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready. Breathe in. 1, 2. Exhale out. Couple more. All the way down into the heels. Keep your chin tucked. Watch your form. Okay, 1 more. I think I did over 6. Kathy's always rolling her eyes. I know that. Okay. Now, stick with me. I'm doing this whole progression with you. I'm not just saying, okay, go do these. I am saying that for you to do on Friday and on Monday with this. But right now I'm doing them with you. Here's my 12 pounds. Here we go. I'm holding them right here at the chest. Now I'm standing wide. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going down, tap, and come back up. Now I have to go 2 more inches. So heels, 1, 2, 3, 4, tap, and come back up. Breath. Now we're going to start to hold. Right here, you're just tapping. You're just tapping. You're not resting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you come back up. Take a breath. Take a breath. Push your hips back. Hip hinge. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Just barely touch. Just barely touch. In the heels, in the heels, in the heels, and then come back up. Take a breath. I know. Drop your shoulders. Here we go. Push. Go all the way down. You're just barely touching, barely touching, barely touching. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heels, 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 heels. And then come back up. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze a quarter. 3 more. Here we go. Right here. Going to the heels. You're not resting. You're just barely touching. And then come back up. Take a breath. Don't sit. And then come back up. Okay? Here we go. 1 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come back up. Okay, quick. Put the weights right here. They're right here. Okay? Now we're not going to go into the heels. Okay? This is more of a sumo squat. We're going to push into the toes a bit. Into the toes. And I'm going to let this weight pull me down. Okay? I'm not rounding at the back. I'm going to be not in my heels. Now I'm going into the toes. Almost where I want to raise my heels, but I'm not. So I'm going to come down, come down, come down. My back is very extended. Now I'm going to push and come back up. Squeeze the gluteal. Drop your shoulders, breath. Come down into the toes. You're into the toes. You're into the toes. And then come back up. So you want to minimize the hip hinge. You want to maximize pushing into the toes, tucking your butt, tucking, and then come back up. Now squeeze. Breath, drop your shoulders. So those of us who have joints replaced and or you've had surgery on your knee, this one's crucial because this one is going to get those muscles right around that knee. Here I go. My back extensors. Let the weight pull you down. Don't emphasize heels. Emphasize toes. You want to feel the pressure in your toes. Don't push your butt back here necessarily. You're almost tucking your tail. Does that help? Drop your shoulders. Okay, you should be feeling this right above the knee. Yeah, in your quad, your lower quad. Okay? Breath. These are the side muscles, the vastus medialis and lateralis, if you want to be technical. Here we go. Drop your shoulders. Emphasize toes. Tuck your tail. Let the weight drop you. You don't drop with your back. Okay, stay in the toes. Lift your heels a little bit. Stay in the toes. Stay down there. Stay down there. Correct your back. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath. Breath, 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 and come back. Should have felt that right here. Okay? Now, we're going to take this and we're going to do a step back. See? Just a step back lunge. See that? I'm going to go wide and I'm going to act like I'm going to put it down right in front of my toe, but then I bring it back. That's how we get into this move. Are you ready? Because now, instead of just passively using my stability muscles of my upper body, I'm going to actively use them. First of all, stance. The toe in the back has to be forward. Okay? Then you go wide. It's a wide step back. And I want you to be comfortable doing that. If you're not comfortable stepping back with a weight and holding your balance, you have to be safe first. Don't use the weight. Or use the weight in one hand. That's okay. Put your hand on the chair. Step back. Roll into the heel. See that? Then I can bring the knee down. That's what I want you to do. Now step forward. Do it on the other side. Step back. Keep the weight right where it's at. If you need to put your hand on a chair, do it. Roll the foot so you're at the heel, you're at the toe, and you're bending that knee down. See that? Okay. I want you to be comfortable doing this with no holding. It's there if you need it. But I want you to get comfortable with, and I kept the weight on one side for a reason. I want you to get comfortable. It's there if you need it. I'm different on one side versus the other side, so I have to be ready for that. Okie dokie. Now our switch. Take a breath. And again, if you have to have something to hang on to, get you a powel, a chair, a wall. But I'm going to step back. Now with the weight pulling me from the other side, there's great value in working with a heavy weight on one side only, and then do your task, then switch. This is what we did. Drop your shoulders, breath, step back, bend that knee in the back. I didn't say you had to go all the way down, just bend it. Get that first couple of stages of a step back lunge. And I've got 12 pounds here, okay? And I'm keeping my body level, meaning if I step back here, I don't drop, okay? If I step back here, I don't drop funny. I want to keep my hips and my shoulders level in order to do this little task. Then I'll switch over when I'm thinking, wow, it's getting heavy on that side. Move it to the other side. Your back has to do really a lot of work in order to maintain that move, okay? So that's why I'm doing it this way. So I'm focusing on one simple weight. I've now gone from whole hip involvement moves to now the step back lunge, which involves a lot of core and a weight in my arms. But I'm not lifting them up high because it's a heavier weight. It's 12 pounds. Okay. So I'm right here. I have my chair if I need it. I'm going to step back, get situated so I can drop my heel. Then I'm going to bend that knee. Now I'm going to turn and I am going to drop. And I'm going to come back. Okay? So I'm going to come down like I'm going to put something down. And then I'm going to come back. That's the move that you have to get familiar with. As I'm bending the knee, I'm turning. My back is very extended. It's not rounded. That's the key and crucial part to make this work. I'm not coming way up, but I'm using all my upper body now. Bend the knee, and you're acting like you're going to turn and put it down. Then you bring it back. Big breath. I'm going to act like I'm going to turn it down, and then I'm going to bring it right to the waist. Keep your chin tucked, and then come back. I got one more. Breath, and then come back. And then come step up. Then I'm going to do the other side. Okay? So get your pole, get your wall, whatever, changed. You ready? Take a breath. I'm going to step back. And I'm going to bend the back knee like I'm going to put the weight down. In order to put the weight down, I have to hip hinge. See? Then I turn to put the weight down. Then I come back and pull it right to my waist. Take a big breath. Bend the back knee. I'm going to come down, act like I'm going to put it down. Then I'm going to pull that weight right here. Take a breath. So think of all the motions that this move mimics. Let's say you're picking up suitcases at the airport. You're picking up grocery bags. You're picking up stuff in the yard. You get it. Think of every sport that does this kind of a motion. There's a lot. Bend that back knee. Do not bend your back. Come down, and then you're pushing primarily with the front leg. Breath. Push. One more. Breath. Push. And bring it back in. Okay? So, I've mimicked one-legged stance and one-legged presses. Now I'm going to pick up two weights. I'm going to break protocol. I'm going to pick up two weights. I'm going to come sit on my chair right here. And I'm going to do something here with these two weights. And you can hear the jiggle. You see this? This is the fidgeting activity that all teachers tell their kids in class that are doing it. They say, would you quit that moving? It's distracting. Well, how sad is that? It's distracting her, but it may be helping that student concentrate. So I'm lifting my heels, and I'm doing it very quickly. I'm doing it together, and I'm doing it with a weight on top. I'm just holding them there. I have a 9-pound and a 9-pound. Doing it together. And I'm doing it repeatedly until I feel my muscles starting to scream a little. Okay? And what will happen is your fast twitch muscles that are doing this are going to get fatigued. And you feel it. See? I'm just pushing, pushing, pushing. Keep doing it until you're thinking, oh my goodness, they're burning. I know it. Then you put your heels down and you go into your heels. And now I want you to tap your toes with this weight right here. But I want you to do them together, and I want you to do them very fast. I'm going to put mine out a little bit. See this? They're a little more easier to lift. So rib cage comes up, and I can't do my front really fast. Some of you may be able to. You can do your heels faster because you're using a little bit different muscle. So this right here is a toe tap that's helping to train your front leg muscles, your tibialis anterior muscles. And at first, when you start to fatigue, your toes will be off the tap. They won't go together, and you'll have to stop and think, I want them to go together. See, I'm leaning back a little bit. My front of my muscles are getting so fatigued right now. Tapping, I'm going to have to bring it back. Okay, lean in, toe down, stretch your leg out, toe down. See that? Yeah. Now just bring it up and bring it up. Yeah, I have those two weights right here on my leg. Now I want you to go to heel and then toe. So you're going to go heel down, toe down, heel down, toe down, heel down, toe down, heel down, toe down. Yes, yes. And you can rock, but don't rock from your back. I'm rocking from my hip. That's a big difference. See that? Now speed that up. Speed it up. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Lift your toe, lift your heel. Breath, 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 breath. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Keep going until your muscles are starting to get wonky. They're going to get wonky. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Until you're like, it's going everywhere. You just did the basis of strength work for jump training, and you didn't even know it. Okay, bring those two weights right here. Bring them right here, and then bring them out. That's all I want to do at first, is I want to come here. I want to drop my shoulders. I want to tighten my abdominal muscles because I'm going to lift 18 pounds, 9 and 9. And I don't want it to hurt my back. And if I'm osteoporotic and I'm a little unsure of how to make my tummy muscles strong in order to support this move, then I probably would do this with no weight with you, okay? So drop your shoulders, breath, brace your tummy. You're going to drop them again, drop your shoulders again. As you exhale, you're going to bring the hands here. Then you're going to open with this weight. Then you're going to bring it in. And then you're going to come down, but you're not going to touch. Then you're going to come back up. And you're going to open. Take a breath. Exhale. Don't touch. Don't round your back. Breath. Here. Boom. Breath. Open, open, open. Give yourself a chance to open. Keep your shoulders down. Breath, breath, breath. Come back in. Down, but don't touch. Come back. Open, breath, breath, breath. Come back in. Back down, don't touch. Come back open and open. Now from here, you're just going to come up to the ears, come to the shoulders. Breath. Exhale, breath. Don't get too wonky with your breathing. Just keep the air coming. But you want to keep your elbows open. Breath. Exhale. Yes. Yes. Breath. Just to the ears. Just to the ears. Keep your elbows open. Breath. Breath. And come back down. Now we're ready for our last move of our upper body. You can sit in a chair or you can stand. I'm going to get you started in the chair and then I'm going to stand. Same weights. I'm right here. I'm going to just pull back. So if you have a wonky shoulder, either no weight or light weight. You got to get the function right first. Okay? So here we go. Pull. Take a big breath. Pull. So you're just bringing those elbows up and you're holding it for just 1,001. Okay, now I'm going to stand and do a bent over row because I can. And I'm going to stand. You can stay seated. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Breath, hold. Breath, hold. Breath, hold. Breath, hold. Breath, hold. 3 more. Big breath. Big breath. Big breath. And come up. Now, I've got 9 pounds and 9 pounds. I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm going to walk over to my weights. Why am I telling you all this? Because this is how you change the way you function, and it's how you change your form. So instead of walking over all bent over to put my weights down, I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm going to bring that leg up and bring my rib cage up so that I can ambulate, not in a bent over form, but in a straight up form. I say straight up, you know what I mean. Good functional press. Take a big deep breath. I'm going to take my little mat, and I'm going to go tap and bring it down. Tap and bring it down. Why do I have this in my hand? Because I'm going to act like it's a rope. See, you just need it in one hand. I'm going to go over. So when I bring my foot up, I bring my rope over. See that? So I'm already getting that range of motion going, not only in my hip, I'm getting the balance, not only in my stance, but I'm doing one-legged stances, acting like I'm jumping, but I'm not. Okay? And when I come back down, I'm just doing a quick change, breath, so that I can keep a lead leg going alternate. See there? Now the other one. Get your rope going. Get your rope going. Get your rope going. Okay? Now, I'm going to come here. I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to go here, put my foot down. Go here and put my foot down. Drop the heel. See, I'm stretching out that calf. Switch. Drop the heel. Okay, take care of that, of all those structures in your ankles and in your calf. So stretch it out. And now we're going to do that heel drop as if we were jumping a rope. So if you jumped a rope and you come from a high jump, you'd have to go up, right, to make that. Not so much if you're doing a fast one, but if you're doing a slow, high jump, you got to get it coming down, right? So tight tummy, drop your shoulders, boom, 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 and make sure your knees are tracking over your toes and you're pounding those heels down. This is how you start getting the benefit of jump training if you have replaced joints and or osteoporosis issues. So tight, drop your chin, boom, stay upright as much as possible, but drop the heels. And I put this in my hand as if it was a jump rope because I want to get the rhythm as if I was doing a high jump, landing it, tighten, brace, boom, couple more, breath. Remember, a couple can be 2 to 20. I'm going for 20 right now. I think I'm on my downward count, getting to 20 after 10. Breath. Okay, 5 more. Keep your knees over the toes there. Breath. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. One more. There. It's that simple. But I did a lot of prep work on that. You don't have to do that much prep work, but we did it. And I hope you felt the pounding. That's my goal. I can't come and pound you, so I hope you got it. Where's my recording? Okay, I hope it helped. Bye.